What's up guys, back with another Twinmotion tutorial. I'm going to show you how I created this exterior rendering using Twinmotion. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have a pretty cool 3D scene that I created using Revit. It's 100% Revit, and we also use Twinmotion and SketchUp, and we also use Megascans. So a lot of these assets that you see that I'm clicking on, and we also use MaxTree. So we use a variety of tools, assets to create this 3D scene, this rendering, but it is fully 100% Revit. And check it out on my website at renderreboot.com. You can check it out there and see what you think. And guys, as always, don't forget to hit that like button for me, hit the notification bell, and if you have any questions, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below in the description box. I'm very responsive. I will answer your questions. All right, so as you can see, we do have some lighting that is set up in each of these scenes. I did use lights, and you go to area light, so I just use aerial lights in these scenes. And as you can see, we do have furniture, outside furniture and interior furniture. And the reason for that is when you're creating a scene, you don't want your scenes to look empty. You don't want your scenes to look like nobody lives there. You want to set it up in such a way where it looks active, it looks like someone lives there. So it gives you that more realistic feel. And just adding some of the things to help your scene, such as decals, and adding some of the high quality assets that you can get from Sketchfab or Megascans. So you utilize your tools that you have in front of you and use it to your advantage. So Twinmotion is a very powerful tool, and you can actually get some pretty good results using Twinmotion. All right, so guys, we're going to use the path tracer. We're going to change up some settings, and we're going to create a rendering today. So stick around to the end, and hopefully, you know, we'll learn some things here. All right, so let's see here. So first thing you want to do is create your image. So we got our image created here, right? And I have the path tracer already set. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and look at some of our settings and see what we can do to enhance our rendering here. So let's go slide up. So we're gonna leave it the HDRI and Sky Dome on, and we have our preview here. And right now we have our default HDRI, which is okay. But as you can see, it's not really doing anything for me. So you can probably come up with some good renderings using this HDRI, but I want to use a more higher quality one. So I saved one in my user library. So you go to local HDRIs, and we're going to use the Evening Sky HDRI, which is an 8K HDRI. So we're going to drag and drop that onto our scene there. And here we got our intensity at 1, and we're going to change that to 20. And we're going to rotate our HDRI to 145. Okay, so we made a little bit of adjustments there. We're going to leave our match HDRI check mark, and they're just going to match the lighting and the reflections of our selected HDRI into our scene here. Okay, so now that we have that, you can kind of start looking to see compositionally wise. Go to camera, and before we mess with these settings here, we can go to composition overlays and go to grid. So we can kind of figure out what is a good composition that you want to use. And in this case, I use this particular view here. So we're just going to refresh that. All right. So now that we have our view set up, now we can look into our auto exposure and white balance and see kind of what can we do to enhance our rendering. now that we have our view, now that we have everything set up, we have our assets, we have our landscaping done. So we have everything in our arsenal to come up with a great rendering. All right, so now that we have that, let's start making some adjustments. And right now our exposure is at 1. We're gonna change our white balance to 5900. Okay, local exposure, we're gonna leave that checked. And our highlights, let's change our highlights to, let's see, I may just increase it all the way to 1. I want to increase my shadows to 1 as well. And our lens here, we got an 18. Let's move up some. Now we got our vignetting. Let's make that 35%. Sharpness 25%. We're gonna check mark parallelism, and also I want to align our camera perpendicular to our surface, so we're gonna click on that and we're just gonna click there. Okay, all right, so that looks pretty good there. Let's go to render. Let's just see what it looks like so far. So as you can see, it doesn't look very good at all, but that's because we have it at low quality. So we can increase that quality as much as we want to. We can do 1024, we can go higher, but I'm gonna leave it at 1024 for now. Max bounce is at 10, let's do 30. We're gonna leave our emissive materials checked, our denoiser checked, fireflies, we'll leave it at 8. And let's go back a little bit. Let's see what's going on in our scene. All right, so right now it's at 15. We can leave it at 15, that's fine. Let's go to FX. So right now our contrast is at 50%. We're gonna change that to 38% and saturation 45%. We're gonna add a color gradient, and I'm gonna use Vice 2. I think Vice 2 matched this scene in particular very well. I really like how Vice 2 brings out the textures and the reflections, and really changed the vibe of my rendering. So I really like how that came out. So we're gonna stick to Vice 2 here. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button for me and hit the notification bell. So I want to reduce my highlights a little bit. I know I said 1, but I just want to make a couple changes. Let's do 0.35%. And I think I want to zoom out a little more. I don't think I want to be that close. Okay, so that looks better. I think that gives a overall perspective of our scene, and it doesn't look bad at all. So just kind of going through some of the settings that I have to make sure that we included everything, then make sure I want to miss anything as well. Guys, this scene is on my website at renderreboot.com. Check it out. It has a very high quality 3D scene that I modeled in Revit myself, so check it out. So I'm going to increase my samples per pixel. I'm gonna do 2048. So I want my samples per pixels to come up, and I want to have a even higher quality image. So guys, there's a lot of things you can do to enhance your 3D scenes. Let's go to 4K and let's enhance it there on our output size and our format. So there's a lot of things you can do to enhance your 3D scenes by playing around with these settings, checking out the HDRIs. We can actually increase our intensity. Right now it's at 15%. I actually want to do 20%. So it's gonna brighten up our scene a little more, and I think that it looks pretty good. So guys, don't forget to smash that like button for me, hit the notification bell, and we'll be back with another one.